Hi Year 10, Mr. Tabler here for your next lesson of Year 10 Geography in Week 5 of Term 2. This lesson we'll be watching the documentary/film 2040, which I realise some of you have seen before in Year 9 or out of school, so I apologise for making y'all rewatch this again. But if you're anything like me who has forgotten what he had for breakfast today, if I had breakfast today, I imagine you've forgotten a bit, or hopefully with your new and improved Year 10 Geography knowledge, you'll get something new out of watching this. Anyway, our learning intention today is to develop our understanding of potential solutions to reduce climate change. Before the flood, the climate change documentary we watched at the start of the term, very interesting, very informative. It does have a somewhat negative doom and gloom tone. You don't leave the documentary with a happy, smiley, cheerful face on. Whereas this one has a much more positive message. So I kind of liked showing that one at the start and this one at the middle, the end of the units, just to kind of compare the two approaches to thinking about climate change. So we're looking at solutions to reduce climate change. Success criteria. To reflect upon our role in combating climate change and to identify strategies for reducing the harmful effects of climate change. So I was going to actually start teaching y'all about climate change this lesson, but I believe, 10C have got this on a Friday, and 10A have got this Thursday and Friday, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be cooked by the end of the week. So I thought this is a better way to end this week, and then we'll start climate change in week 6. So that's what we're looking at today. So what I'd like you to do is to watch the film 2040. So it's 90 minutes all up. So it's 45 this lesson, 45 next lesson. It runs across a double period. Obviously, I'm not going to make you do this out of school. So this documentary examines the impact of climate change around the world and strategies for improving our global future. So the documentary maker, Damon Guillemot, is Australian, actually, but he does approach this from a global perspective, which is nice. Instructions. So access the 2040 documentary via ClickView. I believe you can just type in ClickView and go 2040, and you'll get a version of the movie, but it's like 240p, it's like pixels. So I recommend clicking on that link there. That's a teacher exchange resource, which just means that if you don't have that link, you can't find it on ClickView. So I recommend clicking on this link here to get to the video, and then complete the following questions in your digital notebook. Again, you can do these while you're watching the film. You can do them at the end of the film. I think it'll be easier to do them while you're watching the film. As it's coming at you straight away, you can just write down the answer. But anyway, so 3 little questions here. Question 1. Identify 2 to 3 negative impacts of climate change highlighted in the film. And some of this will be, familiar information. Some of this might be new information that you didn't even consider, like, I didn't realize that climate change caused this. So 2 or 3 negative impacts, just little dot points, little sentences there. I'm not going to make you write an essay while you're watching the film. Question 2. Identify 2 to 3 specific strategies highlighted in the film to address the future of climate change. So we're looking for 2 to 3 solutions to the problem of climate change. And the film offers some that you've probably, again, thought of before, familiar ones. Some of them are pretty cool, new technology that I would never consider in my wildest dreams. So 2 or 3 solutions to addressing climate change. And question 3, I mentioned before the flood, that first documentary we watched at the start of the term. What you're doing in question 3 is comparing 2040, this documentary, to before the flood. So identify similarities and differences in terms of the message of the film, the information presented, the tone of the film, is positive or negative. So that one's not much a factual thing, that's just your opinion. While you were watching this thing, did you have similar feelings, emotions from the previous documentary before the flood? Just after your opinion there. So 3 questions, guys. Really straightforward stuff. If you have any questions about the questions, again, you can just let me know via Compass, email, Google Classroom, etc. And I hope you guys are well. Hope you have a nice end to the week. And cheers.